Hi guys, it's Devin and Kristen from Awkward Everything. We are going to give you a little brief so you know what this video is going to be about. So if you're interested, please click through and keep watching. If you're not, well, I'm sure we have some other stuff that'll pique your intrigue. So in this one, we're talking a lot about cults and conspiracies, including, of course, the Illuminati, as well as a few others and a couple conspiracies that you may have not seen coming. Are you a lizard or a skink? We'll see.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Oliver, of course, will be present, so
But he really wasn't.
we hope. So we hope you will be too. Talk to you guys in a bit.
I'll get the Kool-Aid.
Please don't. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Awkward Everything, where you get your daily dosage of everything. Let me introduce you to the awkward. We have Jordan.
Oh, hi. I guess I'm supposed to say something.
Remember where I said, let me introduce you to the awkward? I meant it.
That's me.
Present. And Kristen.
Hi.
And me, Devin. Hi. And Brad.
Hello.
It's hi, Brad. Get it right.
No, you're high.
All right.
Anyway, so today we're going to talk about a couple different things, but our first topic will be cults. Kirsten, do you want to start us on this?
I guess we're not super organized.
Okay, so unorganized, awkward everything.
Ta-da! I don't know. I think if we're gonna talk about cults, then we have to talk about the People's Temple.
Yes, of course.
Because that's
The famous one.
Yeah.
That's the not drinking the Kool-Aid one. In case.
No, they definitely
No,
drank
they
the Kool-Aid.
Some of them
That is
didn't.
the Kool-Aid.
A lot of them did. There were
Most of
so
them,
many good
actually.
people.
We should have had Kool-Aid for the show today. That's what we should.
How many
Take
exactly? Do you
Uh,
have a number?
I don't know exactly, but I want to say it was like
Too many?
100.
I want to say it was like, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I thought it was
perfectly
that.
round.
Well, no, it's like I think
Your
there's like
research is on point.
300 people lived there, but I don't think all of them died from the Kool-Aid.
There were quite a few who did.
Some of them died from other things.
No,
They
they were
st- they
just
started
some of
shooting
them
people at
as
one
they
point.
saw all of
Yeah,
their
I'm
friends
pretty
and shit
sure.
dying around
They
them.
decided not to drink.
They were like, you know, I'm not really a Kool-Aid kind of person.
Well, wasn't the whole point like you drink Kool-Aid and you go to this like afterlife of like spirituality type? It wasn't like we're just gonna do it to kill ourselves. It's like we're doing
Well-
it like for a passage kind of thing, right?
Sure. I don't know what's in crazy people's minds.
But you did the research on it.
I didn't. She brought up People's Temple. I just had the name. That's all I know.
I mean, well, the reason, a little background on what's going on. We're doing this because it's Halloween, and one of the best things about Halloween, and plus
October.
we've been watching
Kool-Aid.
American Horror Story. That's a lot of cult influence in the new American Horror Story. So that's kind of a little background on why we're doing it.
And plus, cults are cool.
Yeah, so
Cults are cool.
I mean, I feel like my middle school age, I just spent it in a cult. But it was just like my own cult.
not
Just
yourself.
weird and
full of like emo children.
Okay, so
And
yeah,
this isn't a phase, Mom.
I was off by like 800.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
was
say.
like
That's
918.
Just a
I
few
took a
more.
guess.
And you
And you're
missed.
wrong.
Picked a perfectly round
Tell
100.
us about the People's Temple.
I mean, it was crazy shit. I read somewhere that it was like a couple people like escaped and went and told people, and so somebody came, like a mayor or something,
A what?
like a mayor of somewhere
mayor?
around them.
That's what
mayor.
we need. There's a cult going on. Call the mayor. I don't even know the mayor of where I live.
The mayor?
Yeah.
Mayor.
Mayor.
I'm just picturing a horse.
This
Call
guy
the
that
horse.
shows up is like, guys, listen.
He's like, but some
Nay.
people went to help and shut
My
it down.
mayor will always be a mayor.
My mayor.
I'm Northern. Give me a goddamn break. No.
Northern.
But they went to shut it down and they got killed. And then the dude's like, all right, Kool-Aid time. And
So they drank the Kool-Aid because they're getting shut down. And he didn't want to go to jail.
oh yeah, I'm
So it's like,
assuming.
all just kill ourselves.
Yeah,
Pretty
like
much, yeah.
I'm not doing this alone. Y'all are coming with me.
That's why I only make suicide pacts.
With yourself?
In your own cult.
In my
We're
own
discovering a very deep and dark aspect of your life here.
I'm a really depressed person, okay?
It's like a pact. That's several people. I don't think we've discussed this.
I just got
I don't
one.
feel included.
Well, let's talk. Well, here's
Do you want to jump off a bridge with me?
Yes.
And her other personalities.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Well-
my other middle school self.
The idea is like when we were doing the research on this and we looked at the definition of cult, it was a little bit disturbing.
Oh, yeah, I guess we wrote down the definition.
Yeah, you wrote down
Because
the
we were-
definition.
Because we were discussing whether a religion like Christianity or something was a cult, which I think we decided it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Not to the extent of like it's all evil and terrible, but to the definition.
there's some branches.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you get
every
to
religion.
every religion
Yeah.
has like the extremists or the crazies. But I think like the idea of a cult in general does not necessarily mean something bad.
No.
No.
So give us the definition. What is the definition?
Okay. The definition of cult is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object.
So when you talk about religion, it's a lot of times cult's not used because cult is viewed as a negative
Turn
term.
your phone.
Oh my
God.
I'm so sorry.
Cult is viewed as a negative term, therefore it's not used when talking about religion, but it basically is a religion.
Would
Yeah.
you describe the internet as like people who love the internet as a cult?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're venerating it as like a religious entity and like praising the internet.
They started a meme cult.
I'm just gonna go jump off a bridge because I know that now. Like, that's where society is.
All
It
the
was
rare
just-
Pepes.
It was, I think, like England or something. It was just a bunch of dudes, and they were like running around with robes on, with their hoods up, just running around talking about all the dank memes and
Like
It's
Brother
not a real cult. They're
Spartacus.
just stupid idiots is what they are. No, but I don't know if I'd consider people on the internet. I believe people on the internet can start cults and influence cults.
Well, yeah, because it's all right there. Like you
I
have
don't-
crazy people that are like, I just need something to follow, and they're like,
What
Hey.
about baby boomers? Are they a cult? Because they venerate their childhood?
No,
Because they're just like, well, on my day.
They're just crazy.
yeah,
they're just, well, that's just.
they're bitter and old.
I don't think they're venerating or idolizing it. They're just more like remembrance.
Yeah, but have you ever been talked down by a baby boomer that's just like
literally
Let's
every
be
day.
clear. We're millennials. We're talked down to by everyone.
Yeah, everyone hates us. It's fine.
Are we a
That's
cult
true.
with the avocado toast and the iPhone?
Yeah, if you're gonna
Oh,
like
there
claim
you
baby
go.
boomers as a
That-
cult,
that's a good
millennials are
point.
definitely a
iPhones.
cult.
I feel like iPhones are something that could be almost
sorry, what?
considered. iPhones.
Airphones.
you're like
Apple.
iPhone.
iPhones.
It's
We
like
got
a pirate.
earphones and MERS.
Now having your joke, what's a pirate's favorite phone? An R phone.
I just feel like there's people that get really obsessed and freaked out. by
I
it.
feel like obsession
My
is.
joke gone forever.
I feel like obsession and like a cult mentality, they go hand in hand, but one not necessarily like I can be obsessed with something but not be in a cult for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like my love and devotion to superheroes is kind of culty.
Yeah, but I'm not officially in a cult for it. I mean, if anyone has
No,
any
kind of enjoying
suggestions,
it.
then like hit me up. But
I don't know. I feel like when you look at things like it doesn't necessarily have to be a religion, but I think when you look at iPhones and here superheroes might be going a little far, but you look at like what the Nazis did. That's a cult. You know, they're praising this idea of the perfect race and they're idolizing it and they're taking down what's not it. That is also cult-like activities.
But
and-
y'all are telling me baby boomers aren't when they idolize.
Baby boomers
I mean,
didn't
you
go
could
around
say it, but
exterminating a
again, like,
race.
millennials could be considered a cult
no,
then.
I'm not
Like,
just saying it is just baby boomers.
And
I
they
mean,
got the Star
Generation
Wars
X is
cult.
probably.
but again,
Star
I feel
Trek
like you
cult.
have
Like
to
90 babies
There's
that
two
are-
different-
agree
yes,
to be
not
into
the
the
same.
cult. Like, if millennials are like, all right, we're a cult now, just because I'm a millennial doesn't mean I'm a cult member, because I never was like, yes, I want to be in that cult.
Yeah, you gotta have the blood in, blood
What?
out.
We-
Right, you gotta, there's like
You gotta-
ritual that you
gotta
have
slice
to
your
do
hand
to
open and
get
like,
into the
"Ah, la,
cult.
blah."
No, if you're a millennial doing that, you gotta do it over some avocado toast.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Or-
With
Hipsters.
like a picture of Harambe next to you. You have to put your hand
I
on
hate my
Harambe
generation.
and like bleed over the
But,
avocado.
okay, so like, not everyone who's a Christian is part of like the Christian Christian.
The
That's what I said.
Christian.
I was like Christianity.
So are we making a list of
but
all of the
vocab
shit that you
terms
want
on
to
the
say?
But there
There'll
are
be a
like
test.
more intense ones. So with like people who play into the idea that millennials are better, that baby boomers are better, would they be considered part of a cult?
If they agreed upon it, then yes.
But
But
are
you
they-
can't just, I don't think you can be like, they're a cult. Because I think that's taking it too far.
They're not
unless
following
like,
the guidelines of what
right, they
it
don't
is.
have like,
It's
because
not
a cult
religious
is
idol.
a structured thing.
Like most of the state of Indiana is a cult.
But I never
Explain.
agreed.
They think they're better.
No.
I
And they
feel like-
idolize Indiana.
I
and
feel
that's
like
just
every.
wrong.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, with people.
But I
who
think-
But I think
idolize-
idolizing and like shit like that
Worshiping
is
But it
different.
has-
even
okay,
worshiping
it
is
says-
different.
religious veneration and devotion.
Yes, but you to be in a cult you have to agree, and they have their like rituals and their shit that they do.
I don't know. I mean, weren't some of the people like born into it, and so they didn't really have a choice? They were just.
but
in
they're
it?
still a part of it, and they still practice those traditions and those rituals, and they
But,
do
okay,
those
so,
things.
like, what if you just live there and you don't do any of the rituals? You just live there.
I feel like you can't take a group of people that enjoy the same thing and label it as a cult.
No.
But I think if it depends
Well, it's
on
not
the.
like that just
Like,
that
I
they
feel like if
enjoy
we're
it, it's
gonna,
that
like,
they idolize it.
Throw things
but
into
idolizing
like
something is not the same as like worshiping and I don't know exactly how
There's
the
like an
definition
extra
is it, but-
step there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a line that you
the
cross.
extra
Middle
step.
You know, there's a
Well-
line when you cross between just being spiritual and being Christian. There's a line between doing something like that. There's a line between
Being a fan of the iPhone.
being a fan of it and being a cult of the eye. There's a line
Yeah.
between being a part of a group and then drinking the Kool-Aid.
Right.
You know.
Well, again, and I'm like, I feel like if we're gonna like throw everything into this really broad definition of a cult, I think sororities and fraternities would be closer
Yeah.
than
No,
Most
definitely, 'cause
things, actually.
Yeah.
we definitely had rituals and like secrets that we had to keep.
and
That-
some people worshipped shit like that. Like, oh, our whatever symbol this is our life, and it's like that.
I cannot enter this room without saying the passphrase.
I
can't do
I
it.
would not have been
But
good in.
not a like fun
Eternity.
cult. It was like kind of lame.
It was like
They're like, we have these secrets and these rituals, and I was like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to like
and
do
then
some
we
crazy
joined.
shit.
It'd
And
be
then
like
it
if you
wasn't.
were like finally made a Freemason and you get there and they're just like, you just have to ask to go to the bathroom in this phrase.
And then we're
and
just
you're
gonna
Like,
sit
what's
around
the
and like
phrase? I forgot.
chit chat about
I
you
have
know
to go.
current events.
So bad.
I'm holding it for 40
Please
hours.
tell me.
Right.
And then like, it was just kind of awful. And you're like outside of it, you're just like, yeah, I'm a part of this. I'm like initiated in this secret thing.
The secret
then when you're in it,
society.
you're just like, oh, can we get to new business, please? I want to go home.
I feel
A
like
meeting shouldn't take 2 hours.
but again, I'm like, if
Oh
it
my
would have
God,
been
this is a cult.
okay, so we have to come up with some guidelines and some rituals that we have to do. Breakfast is obviously one of them. Like,
yes, the girls bring us breakfast every morning. It's lovely.
it's one of our cult
It's
rituals.
the only reason I show up here every day.
It's our apology
I live
for
here, and
always
it's the only
being
reason
late.
I show up.
Well, I mean, I feel like the definition is cult is way too broad. It's very.
I think we use the Google
Yeah.
definition, but I think there's
when you think of a cult,
a
the average
real
person
cult.
answer is going to be like a group of people that follow very strict laws and very strict regulations, and everything has to be done a certain way. And that's kind of, so you're looking at some forms of religion. You know, like when you look at Christianity or Catholicism, like you go to mass every Sunday, you intake the body and blood of Jesus, or you look at like Islam, and when you bow to Mecca and you do all these different things. That's more structured. I think that's what you said earlier. The idea of
Yeah.
structure comes into a cult, and we're not.
Well, it does say a system of.
Okay, so yeah. So
Right.
then when you talk about iPhone or baby boomers, that's not really a structure involved. It's just a group of people.
They
so
all
there's
might
that extra
think
step.
the same way.
So
or
would they
whatnot.
be similar to like a fandom then?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think iPhones and people
The
more
iPhone
fandom.
I'm
the
gonna-
baby boomer
Yeah.
phantom.
I'm gonna go to the next convention dressed up as an old person.
the baby boomer.
and spend the entire time talking about how I used to walk up hills both ways to go
Yeah.
to school.
And get pissed at the young people for being on their phones and
Like,
doing their
no one
thing.
says is please and you're welcome or thank you anymore. We're gonna offend a lot of people out there.
See how many we can
It's
get.
only
I think
gonna
we've gotten
be
pretty
like
close to
millennials
We've got-
watching.
We've got 20 and we're going to lose 19 of them.
Right.
It'll be
Maybe,
fine.
maybe I'll dress up as a millennial then and just eat avocado toast and
We
Play on
should
your
do
iPhone.
like a millennium, but fuck.
millennial falcon.
Yeah.
I'll dress up as a ship.
Yes.
Look out,
She can
guys.
dress up as a falcon. You can just have your toast.
Yeah.
And together you could be the millennium falcon.
The millennium.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's a great point. Let's go ahead and switch topics to our second point of the day.
Okay.
Moving on. We are, it's a little bit, this is a cult, but it'll play it. Just
This is a cult. Moving on, but not really.
give me a minute.
All right.
So-
Explain.
We are talking about the shrink. Oh God, this is me. It's
Whoop.
Japanese,
Whoop.
but there's an N where I feel like there shouldn't be an N, and it freaks me out because it has shi, nuri, kyo, which I might be wrong, but that N feels very random. Because when I learned Japanese, that's not how we did it. But I might have been wrong because I failed. So
Yeah, you failed the
Anything.
class.
I just
You
took
don't
it.
know
That's
Japanese,
it.
so-
Okay, so about this, it was a Japanese cult in 1984, well, founded by a guy named Shoko Ashrahara?
Sure.
Sorry, I
As-
apologize.
As
To anyone who actually knows how to pronounce any of this.
yes.
Yes, I'm
There's
sorry.
someone that'll be like,
Yeah.
You're
wrong.
incorrect!
It's actually pronounced.
Well,
It just spells it out again.
Yeah. Exactly
It's text.
pronounced
I feel like we
it.
probably shouldn't pronounce it correctly because they did attack a subway system by pumping sarin gas into it, which killed 12 people and severely injured 50. So, I feel like the mispronunciation of their name is the least of their problems.
Dude, that escalated quickly.
Oh, well.
But
Death.
it was the worst attack to happen until, it was in 1995, until
I
the
was born then.
Mahyo
Fun fact.
Mahyo 56 building fire in September 1st, 2001. You know what else happened in 2001? 9/11. Illuminati.
Oh, Brad, we didn't rehearse. That's our fault.
We didn't rehearse either.
We're just
They just
instinct.
know.
We just know.
Because I'm a lizard.
So, bringing up the Illuminati, which is a bit of a cult and a bit of a conspiracy, because we don't know if it really
It
exists.
Is
The eye
the
sees all.
conspiracy.
The conspiracy.
When I think of conspiracy, that's the first thing my mind
Area
goes to.
51.
Well, you're
Area
probably
51 didn't
thinking
deal, no.
of the Bavarian Illuminati.
Think of
Oh.
Beyonce.
That's the one that's most, like, when people think Illuminati. I can't do a full triangle because I have a dog right here. But Illuminati, they're thinking of the
Is
Bavarian one.
this it? Is this?
No, I think
No.
you make like the triangle.
It's a
Oh,
triangle.
it's like that.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Not a
I mean, it's more of a It's
It's
what
not
LeBron James does, and
a
he's an
turn-up.
Illuminati member.
LeBron
Maybe this is like an alternative.
I
This
mean, he
isn't a
might be in
turn-up.
the Illuminati. Well, yeah, Beyonce's done this. I believe Beyonce.
All right.
Okay, well, people have a thought that Beyonce is one of the elite,
She's the
Well, Of
leader.
course she's the elite.
which
Look at her go.
the elites
The elite of the
aren't
Illuminati.
human. They're actually, like, they
That
think they're
too.
like a lizard people,
They're a lizard, blood-sucking alien.
and they run pretty much everything. They have, like, creeped their way into every secret organization,
Like-
and the Illuminati is.
Would you say they slither their way?
More
you
like
might indeed.
failed.
They scaled a 15-foot building.
And, like, snuck in the meeting
15
room.
foot
And they're like-
building?
Like Lizard
They're not
Morty.
very-
And
they're
they're
not
like,
very good
what
at
are
it.
you doing here? And they're like, oh, just popped on in.
And then it's Beyonce, and they're like, okay.
Well, it's Beyonce, better.
So the idea is that these lizard people take on human form and run the world.
Yes.
Are
And
we lizard people?
I'm not.
Do you
we're
run the
not
world?
elites. We don't run
No.
anything. We barely run our lives.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have not been offered to be in the Illuminati yet.
Is that an invitation?
So-
You're asking for an invitation
We're-
right now?
Hint.
Yes.
We're hoping that people watching
Wink,
this
wink, nudge,
will
nudge.
share and like so that we can eventually
Become a...
accomplish our dreams of being
I'm
in
out
the
on this.
Illuminati.
Don't come to my house with a bag over my head, drag me off to.
Okay, I don't even have to be in it. I just need to see the like Beyonce's final form.
It's not
The-
Dragon Ball Z.
Our final form.
Her final
It's his
form.
Final form.
when the New World Order comes and she just sheds her skin and she's just like, "Bleh," and I'm just ready for it.
Well,
I'm so
apparently
ready.
Illuminati is run by the financial branch of the elites. You know,
The
they
financial
have
lizards.
their own like branch.
Right. They're very
And
organized
When you're thinking
group.
Illuminati, you think of the Bavarian one because that was created in 1776, which is the same year America declared independence. So, and there's actually a rumor that Adam Weishaupt, who created it, is supposedly ordered the. I said is. It should have said
Is
is
Mer.
Mer.
iPhone.
We'll fix it and post it.
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
I'm not doing the effort
Go on.
in.
It was
Raw.
rumored
Raw
that he was rumored to have assassinated or ordered the assassination of George Washington and took over his identity to the point where he was our first president and his image is the one on the dollar
So
bill.
people don't know the difference between George Washington and this other dude.
What was his
Well,
other
he's
name?
on
He's a
his
lizard. He
form.
took his-
Oh, he's a
Right.
lizard.
Oh,
I didn't know
yeah.
he was also a lizard. That's my
And then,
fault. Sorry.
During, like, inside of his cult, he did not take the name of Adam. His name was Brother Spartacus.
Brother Spartacus
chose
is
that
watching from the other
Can we
side.
point
Teach
out
me
that these
how
people are
to
apparently
say
great at
goodbye.
leading because George Washington was awesome. So apparently the lizard people know what
Oh,
they're doing.
I mean, look at Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean they're
like-
good at what they do.
She's
I'm
a queen.
totally like, okay,
I want to
Illuminati.
thank the lizard people
Right.
right now in the audience for doing everything
Bless
you've done.
you,
you
lizard
could
have
try-
like
people.
4
Without
people
you,
watch
we'd be
the video.
drinking tea and eating crumpets. So.
Lizard overlords.
I mean, I'd still be kind of down with eating crumpets.
I've never had
Not a
crumpet, I don't
crumpet
think.
person.
I don't think I've ever eaten a crumpet.
I only like
Or
certain
tea.
teas, though.
Well, tea and biscuits, like their biscuits are cookies.
Oh, I'm down with cookies.
Yeah.
We should eat cookies.
I have it
The
in
biscuits.
my to-do list to eat
What
a
kind of
mid-chip
cookies?
Klondike bar.
I don't.
By
Tea
the end
cookies,
of the
they're like
day.
crunchy cookies.
But like, are
What
we
would you
talking
do?
sugar cookies or?
I
are we
don't.
talking
I'm not British. I don't
I'm not a
know.
big fan of
No,
like
okay.
double chocolate. Is what I'm saying.
What
the
White
fuck?
chocolate, though, I'm down with.
They're
What?
not like chocolate chip. They're like
Their
tea
biscuits.
biscuits.
No, their
Then
biscuits
that's
are
not
any
a cookie.
They're,
You dip it in your tea and then you eat it.
You don't. I don't like tea though. Do I have
Well,
to
I
dip
don't
it
know
in
what
tea?
to tell you.
their biscuits are any type of cookie. They call
Illuminati.
their cookies are biscuits.
We are so off subject.
Topic.
Okay, fun fact. Okay, this is.
Oh.
No. This is about the Illuminati. So bear with me. And now,
Okay.
if I'd have known we were talking about this today, I'd have done a little more research.
We didn't tell them. It
No.
was gonna be a surprise.
It's a surprise
It
every
was a
week for me. and
surprise for
Brad.
us.
But Jim Carrey had recently had a breakdown. Have you heard about this
No,
whole
okay,
thing?
it's either a breakdown or a religious experience.
Yes, either
so
way.
I've heard.
So
Where
he
he's
came
shedding
out,
his skin.
and he actually came out and doing the hand signals on one of the talk shows and he's like, the Illuminati are real. So if it's a religious experience, maybe he's telling the truth. If it's a mental breakdown,
Maybe it's the truth.
maybe it's
Yep.
the truth. I don't
You
know.
don't know.
But I
I
mean, look at
mean-
Scientology, and they like their whole thing's getting kind of torn down right now by all the celebrities that are coming out and saying this is all
This-
this crap going on. And
This is all
Tom
for money,
Cruise, it
guys.
turns out he's not a god, contrary to popular belief.
It's actually a lizard.
No, he's not a lizard, Brad. There's
He's
a difference
not an
between the Illuminati
I bet,
and Scientology.
I bet Scientologists fight.
The
Okay, so
Illuminati is
like,
actually real.
no, like, what if they're both just different breeds of lizard aliens?
What if one's an
and they're like
elephant?
fighting for, like, I want to take over these stupid fucking humans. And they're like, no, I want to.
What if,
What if
No.
Scientology is actually fighting the Illuminati, trying to save us?
or
Well-
The Illuminati makes
No.
them look bad.
I feel like Illuminati are the good guys. If they want to take over the world, it means they want a world to take
They,
over.
okay, so they believe in, like, the New World Order that's going to happen.
well, they believe in world domination and controlling all humans. Is
They
I'm
already
down.
control
I
us.
need someone to take control of my life.
because I'm not.
I
like-
look at it like I've heard like there's this huge bunker that all of them are gonna go to when the fallout happens, and they're gonna be the ones that survive and shit.
Well, there's
whatever.
also another, like, layer to this, like, shit cake that is the world is hollow. And the lizards are, like, living in the hollow
I
world.
knew it.
And, like,
I mean, the world doesn't have to be hollow for people to live underground.
no, but they're like,
This
okay,
is
like,
true.
let's do this picture that I was like, okay, so here's the earth.
That's the circle.
And then, like, here we are. We're like, hey, here's our
A little
house.
building on top of the circle.
And,
I
like,
wouldn't call that a building. It's
No.
more like
Uh,
a triangle and a
here's
fucked
where the-
up.
I don't know how to
like,
draw a
rectangle.
lizard.
Oh, we're
Here's
Wait, let me
here's the
draw one.
lizard. No!
I'm- draw the
He's
lizard.
got his little
I was gonna
feet.
make a gecko.
Here's
The
some
Geico
more
Gecko.
feet.
He's the Illuminati.
He knows.
Look, here's his little triangle.
How else do you think he saves you
15%
15% or more on car
And this is like where they live, and they have like all kinds of shit going on in here. Like they're dead in the middle.
We'll post a picture of this.
Yeah, please shut. There.
Here's
Prove
the-
the Illuminati is real.
The Illuminati.
And they have a smile on their face.
Look
because
how
they're
happy
winning the
because
world.
they're the good guys, and here's Scientology. They're
Well, I thought the Scientology were
bad.
helping us.
No,
Right.
they're
That was
taking
my
everyone's
conspiracy that I
money.
just started.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Though. Do you know the story behind Scientology? Here's what I know
Science
about it from South
bad.
Park. So apparently
From
there's this
South
idea that there was an alien race that was going around killing all other alien races and keeping their body, like one of each one of the cultures, frozen. And their ship crashed into an Earth volcano, and all the spirits got released from these frozen aliens, and those became our emotions. Now, if I'm wrong, which South Park probably is wrong, let me know. I don't care.
It sounds
But-
right to me.
Yeah, so that's the. So we either have ghost emotions of other alien races or lizard people living underground.
I'm
But
down
we-
with both.
But I feel like we know that emotions are like chemical reactions in the brain because we have like antidepressants and
Or
things that change
alien
the
emotions.
chemicals.
Or the
Or alien emotions.
the
You got me.
pharmaceutical
They're alien
company.
chemicals.
Or could it just be there's a bunch of humans that are just assholes taking over the world?
Right.
I
Or,
believe
like-
the latter. But that is probably just signing my death warrant.
It'd be
from
so cool for like a
Scientology.
lizard just pop up the ground and you're like, actually, let me explain.
And
You
he's like-
haven't meant to talk about our Lord and Savior Scientology.
And then we'd be like,
What?
You're not a lizard, you're a skink.
Yes, okay, Scientology is the skinks.
They're skinks. They're like lizards, but not really.
they're jealous.
You know,
And
this
they're
video's
like-
gonna get posted, and also it's gonna be mysteriously taken down, right? It's gonna be just disappear from all existence.
I
Well,
hope
okay,
so.
I don't know
Like,
Do you
because
really
we're
think
so
the 4
pro.
followers that we have are gonna be like,
We
telling
have
them.
like 5 because like a couple of our parents listen.
We're pretty pro Illuminati right now, so I think they'll help us out by keeping
Yeah, I
it
think
up.
I'm gonna go more Illuminati than Scientology.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't like Tom Cruise.
Oh. Well, that's a personal grievance that you shouldn't bring into a religious matter.
I'm gonna draw some.
oh, he
So
has
sorry.
a tooth. He has a tooth at the dead center of his face, like right there.
He's weird, right? He's gotta be not. He's gotta be a
Yeah,
lizard.
can't be
He's gotta be something.
He's
else.
gotta be a
He's
skink.
a skink.
What's a skink?
a lizard.
It's like an off-brand lizard. It's Walmart brand.
It's a
Scientology
generic.
couldn't even afford the real lizard. They go off brand.
Yeah.
So,
They
here's
live
the next
outside
question.
my house and I love
So,
them.
do celebrities that are in the Illuminati, do they cross over with celebrities that are in Scientology? I mean, is
I
there...
don't know. I know Illuminati is very heavy. We forgot to take his collar off. The Illuminati is very heavy in the music industry, and so
So, wait, hold on. Skink is a type of lizard, but it's not, I'm sure, the lizard that they are. But-
Damn.
Here's some skinks.
Oh, it's like a snake lizard.
It's got legs.
Yeah,
But
it's
he's
like a
just
snake.
long
Every
and
lizard
slender.
Look like a snake.
No, that was more like the body of a snake type deal.
It's like the lizards you find in the water.
Yeah. Sure.
So whatever,
So
but
music
These are
industry is
the ones that
Illuminati,
live outside
Yeah.
and
my
Hollywood's
house.
more.
Because they got a blue tail.
well, and there's like the conspiracies that once the celebrities try to leave the Illuminati, that's when they die, like Michael Jackson and
Prince.
like Prince, yeah. So they try to leave this Illuminati music industry, and then they're like, blah, dead.
I think I was just saying it again.
Mysteriously.
Always. Is it mysterious or they just always die of like overdoses?
But it's like, oh, this is what we're saying happened.
Well, I know
Or
another.
they just all do drugs?
Well, I know one of the conspiracies is that they found the cure for cancer.
Oh,
But
that's,
they're
I
like-
guarantee it.
They're hiding it.
Yeah.
And
The
I think,
pharmaceutical
They keep it
company
in Area
is so
51.
corrupt.
The point
and-
is that
I think the
cancer,
pharmaceutical company is a cult.
yeah.
cancer and AIDS, all of this is population control. The Earth is already overpopulated. If you start saving people's lives, we're gonna be overpopulated
Well-
more, and it's easier. You make more money treating cancer than you do curing cancer.
That's why you just send them to Mars.
Right. I'm
That's
sure
gonna
the
cost a
Illuminati
lot
could get
more.
us to
The
Mars.
Illuminati's already are on Mars. There's
Right.
like 100,000 people up there.
But
Elon's just trying to get home.
He's already he's
I
trying to
think
get back.
someone who like wanted to talk about like why they didn't think cancer, like the cure was hidden away, was because like prominent people have died
Like
from
Steve
cancer
Jobs or
and stuff. And I'm
something.
like, I mean, they also like think that 9/11 and Sandy Hook and everything was like an inside job and
Well, look
like
at
a conspiracy. So I'm like, apparently, if that's a thing, then they obviously don't care if they lose a few people.
Right.
Well, look at is it? I'm gonna get if I get this wrong, people are gonna get mad at me. But is it?
So you'll probably get it wrong.
I'm just not going to mention the name. 'Cause I think I know who it is. It's the basketball player who had HIV like 20 years ago.
Magic, yes.
Yes, Magic. And now there's no problem. He has had no issues with it for the past 20 years. So, like, you always hear those jokes, like Family Guy, of Magic Johnson down to 1 aid. You know, I mean, it's just like, all of a sudden he's fine. You got the money, you can be okay.
But Steve Jobs had the money.
But they
But he's too
also
nice of a guy to be in the Illuminati.
No, Steve Jobs refused to get treatment.
That is true also, yes.
Oh, well, then there you go.
He was trying to do the whole, like, natural remedies. I'm going to eat this fruit. And it's
It
gonna
works
make me
so
better.
well.
right, and they're like, no, dude, like literally, this cures your cancer, and he's
Little
like,
tablet.
no, oh, I'm vegan. I need it to be
A
organic.
tablet vegan.
I don't
Yeah.
like to put chemicals
It's like his cancer was
in my
very
body.
treatable, but
Yeah,
he just refused to get treated.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, I don't
Oh,
want to
man.
put
That's how much of a
chemicals
badass he
in
is.
my body, and it's like
Right.
everything is made of chemicals.
You stupid.
It's
What
the
do you-
fact that our bodies, when we die, are breaking down slower because we have so much preservatives in them.
That's why you're supposed
Okay.
to chew more when you eat like super processed food. You're supposed to chew a lot so that it's
Yeah.
easier to break down in your tummy.
Exactly.
But
Well,
Yeah, we're good.
what's the next conspiracy?
No,
No.
we don't have time.
That's
We're
all we have
done.
time for
Is
today.
it chemicals?
It's chemicals. for next week.
Chemicals.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for watching. If you got this far,
If you did, then good for you.
to all the lizard people out there, how you doing?
Thank you.
To all the skink people out there,
I'm on whoever's side is real.
what if they're both real?
Right, there's a war.
You have to pick a side,
Whoever's
Jordan.
gonna win, let me know.
I'm on the side with Beyonce. So,
Whichever she is.
right.
We're all on the side with Beyonce. She is the queen.
All right. We're signing off.
Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Check out our last videos
And this picture.
and the picture. We're gonna be posting
Wait.
that up there.
That one didn't work. Hold on.
Okay.
We're trying. What's happening?
I signed off.
She went too far for the joke and it's not funny now.
See y'all next week.